Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and this is a hooks and needle video. This is the December subscription box, which I did open at the beginning of the month. I can link the description. I can link in the description the video where I opened this box. If many of you know on this, I do have a code, Summer20, where you will get a discount off of your purchases of either off the subscription box or off the many of the products that they sell on their site. They sell yarn, luxury yarn, and then also project bags and mini accessories, hooks and needles, and stitch markers, and anything that you would need to complete a project. I did not receive the gray colors for this month. I got the mauves and fuchsia. I don't remember what they called them. I think they called them numbers, to be honest. So for this month, you could choose between 3 projects. Their easy project was this like little holder. I think they're calling it a hanging organizer. Their next up, their mid-range project was a puff stitch pot holder, and their hard project was this purse. Last time with the November box, I'm trying to find the picture of the purse for you. With the November box, I made the middle project. And so for this one, I decided to challenge myself. Out of 5 balls, they gave us 4 balls for hardness. So the first thing I'd like you to know is they do have video tutorials, and they do have step-by-step pictures to help you with every part of the project. And I will tell you, the pictures are very clear, very easy to see, and they have arrows and stitch markers and all the places that you would need them. Very, I would say, pretty large photos. So I will say I am a decent pattern reader. The only patterns I tend to struggle on, believe it or not, are Hirschner patterns. So I was able to read this pattern pretty easily for the advanced. There were no new stitches. It was the regular chain, slip stitch, single crochet, double crochet, but then they also had a puff stitch. And sometimes different designers make their puff stitches differently, but it was very clear in the directions how to do it, and I was able to just use the pattern and the pictures. I also was able to look at a finished hexagon, this one more specifically, and get a good idea of what mine should look like. I started this the previous day, yesterday, and I would say it took me about 15 minutes to finish a hexagon. Per hexagon, it took about 15 minutes. And then while chatting with a friend for a couple hours, I sewed the hexagons together. The one thing that was interesting for me is the colors in the magazine are not the same that I got. I think this fuchsia matches, but this is more of a dusty grayish pink than a brighter pink. And so this bag did not take very long to make at all. It was very clear. I did do something a little bit different when it came to the straps. I just single crocheted along, and then I skipped 5 stitches. I didn't even measure. I just eyeballed it like, that's about the middle. And then I chained 5, and then I joined back in. I went all the way around, and then I did it a second time. But the second time I crocheted around the chain. And then in the subscription box, they gave you the handle and this cute tassel. I don't know how I feel about the leather handle. I'm actually contemplating using the leftover of this yarn and crocheting myself a handle. I haven't decided if I'm going to get my own. Like, I think this purse might be cuter with a, like, this kind of a little handle. I don't know. And so I will attach it. Either look to see what I can find online or at the store, or I'm going to crochet a little strip and then sew some ribbon on the inside of it for support. I don't think I'm going to use this strap. I might keep this tassel on it. That was cute. So everything I needed to make this purse was in this box. I was able to also have extra yarn. Now this is the second time I've made the project and had a significant amount of extra yarn. The last time I made the Baby Lovey, which was the middle project, and a few people had commented that they didn't have enough yarn to finish the project, let alone start it. So I thought, okay, well maybe this was a fluke. But now in the second box, I had originally gotten 3 balls of yarn and I have 1.5 left. I had to use just a little bit of this to finish the last hexagon. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was able to make only 4 with one of these, and I had to make 1 with the second ball. And then this made 2 hexagons, the 2 middle ones, and then I did the border. The other thing that I did do different is I did not join. They joined with the second color, each of these hexagons. I did it with the purple because I wanted it to look solid. So I feel like I have enough to do the pot holder, but I'm thinking about reforming the straps. Do I think this advanced? I would definitely keep this in the advanced category because of the beginning and ending of each round when starting to do the puff stitch. They did a technique that I had never done before. Usually I just slip stitch and chain up 3, but they had us slip stitching, doing a single crochet in the first stitch. And so it looks really nice finished, but their way of ending a round and starting the next round was different than what I've done before. And so I definitely needed to follow along. If you're not an advanced pattern reader, you're going to need the tutorials to do this advanced pattern. I have not really looked into the puff stitch pot holder, but it does look very similar to the puff stitch that I was doing in the little bag. Now, Crochet Hooks and Needles has 3 subscription boxes if you're interested. This is the Crochet Project, and like I said, you get 3 projects. And also in here, I got the tassel and the handle that goes with the purse, and I got these stitch markers charms, stitch marking charms. So you get everything you need to make the project. Also, I think in this one I got the needles, or maybe it was in the other one I got needles. But they also have a knitting project subscription that is separate. In past subscription boxes I've had, they give you the yarn and the pattern book and they have knit and crochet together. This one, they're separate. If you want a knitting one, you'll get your knitting subscription box, or you can get a crochet. The thing I like about that is this is a more detailed, I found in the past with other subscription boxes that I had, the knitting pattern was more detailed and the crochet was kind of like an afterthought. And these patterns that they have are designed for a crocheter and are definitely very detailed, not an afterthought. I mean, this to me is beautiful. They also have amigurumi, and so an amigurumi, if you don't know, is making toys. That one I believe was a little bit more expensive, but if you use the code SUMMER20, you will get a discount on your first subscription. I personally like to crochet to make gifts to give to other people, and it is my hobby. It relaxes me, it soothes me when I have a long stressful day at school, or just a long day of driving my kids around, dropping them off places. For me, I come home in the evening, I get into my comfies and I crochet, and it relaxes me, it soothes me, and then I have something pretty in the end that I feel like I haven't just wasted my time. I had a chance to center and get myself calm and feeling comfortable, and then I have something beautiful to show what I've done with my time. So please check out Hooks and Needles. My next project here is figuring out what I'm going to do with this extra yarn. Yeah, I really do, I recommend this, this subscription box. I've enjoyed both of the projects that I made from it, and I always have enough yarn to finish the project and do something extra. So whatever, some of you folks have had that problem before. Maybe they've changed it. Maybe they've, revamped it. I don't know. But yeah, isn't this gorgeous? I just made this in about 5-6 hours, spread out from yesterday today. All right, there will be a link in the description to the opening of this subscription box, so you can see everything that I for sure got in it. There'll also be a link in the description to the Hooks and Needles site in case you wanted to sign up and get yourself on the subscription box plan and use the code SUMMER20. But also, if you just want to look at some of their luxurious yarn, this yarn is amazing. I don't even want to make a pot holder out of it. This Hooks and Needle Merino Essence, it is so soft and just squeezy, and it is so nice. I had no trouble working with this yarn. This is a little bit bulky of a yarn, a little thicker than a complete 4, and I just really, really enjoyed working on it. And so they sell their yarn by the skein on their website, so you can go ahead and buy yarn from them and use the code SUMMER20 and still get a discount. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Thanks for liking and sharing my videos. And until the next video, happy crafting. Bye.